They walked beside Jesus Christ, witnessed miracles with their own eyes, and helped spread a message that changed the world forever. But after the crucifixion of Jesus, the Roman Empire turned against them. One by one, they were hunted, tortured, exiled, and executed. Some were crucified, others were burned alive, stabbed, or even skinned alive. Tonight we uncover the terrifying fate of the 12 apostles. The apostles were not kings, warriors, or rulers. They were ordinary men, fishermen, tax collectors, travelers, men with no armies, no wealth, no power. Yet these men became the foundation of Christianity. After the resurrection of Jesus, everything changed. Fear turned into boldness, doubt into unshakable faith. They spread across the ancient world, walking dusty roads, crossing dangerous seas, carrying a message Rome could not control. They preached about a kingdom greater than Caesar, a risen Messiah, salvation beyond the empire. To many Roman authorities, this was not just strange, it was dangerous, because this message could not be silenced and it could not be contained. Christianity began spreading rapidly through cities, villages, and trade routes. From the poor to soldiers, even into the households of the powerful. And with its growth came persecution. Under Emperor Nero, Christians were hunted down, arrested, tortured, and publicly executed. Some were burned alive, turned into human torches to light the night. Others were thrown into arenas, left to face wild beasts before cheering crowds. And as the empire tightened its grip, the apostles themselves became targets. Peter was one of the closest followers of Jesus. Bold, emotional, and fiercely loyal. Yet he was also the apostle who denied Jesus 3 times before the crucifixion. After the resurrection, Peter became one of Christianity's most powerful leaders. He preached openly in Jerusalem and later traveled to Rome itself. But preaching Christianity in Rome during Nero's reign was deadly. According to early Christian tradition, Peter was sentenced to crucifixion. Yet when the moment came, Peter made one final request. He did not believe himself worthy to die in the same manner as Jesus Christ. So he asked to be crucified upside down. In the shadows of imperial Rome, one of Christianity's greatest apostles died hanging inverted upon a cross. His death became a symbol of humility, sacrifice, unwavering faith and courage that would inspire generations of believers to come. Andrew, the brother of Peter, traveled through regions near Greece and the Black Sea preaching Christianity. Ancient tradition claims he was eventually arrested and condemned to death. Instead of a traditional cross, Andrew was tied to an X-shaped cross. For 2 days, he reportedly continued preaching while dying slowly before the crowds. James the Greater was among Jesus' inner circle, passionate and fearless. He became the first apostle recorded as martyred. According to Scripture, King Herod Agrippa ordered James to be executed by the sword. His death marked the beginning of a brutal era of persecution against the followers of Christ. Thomas is remembered as the apostle who doubted. He refused to believe Jesus had risen until he saw the wounds himself. Yet later traditions describe Thomas as one of the most courageous missionaries. He traveled farther than most apostles, possibly reaching India. There he preached Christianity among distant communities far from Rome. But his mission would end violently. Ancient accounts claim Thomas was surrounded by soldiers and executed with spears. In a foreign land far from Jerusalem, the doubting apostle died defending the faith he once questioned. Among all the apostles, Bartholomew's death may be the most horrifying. Tradition says he traveled through Armenia and nearby regions preaching Christianity. His teachings angered local rulers and religious authorities. Ancient accounts claim Bartholomew was captured, tortured, and skinned alive before his execution. Whether every detail is historically accurate remains debated. But for centuries, his death became one of Christianity's darkest martyrdom stories. A terrifying symbol of the price many early believers paid. Before following Jesus, Matthew worked as a tax collector, a profession hated by many people of his time. Yet he became one of the writers of the gospel. Traditions about Matthew's death vary greatly. Some accounts say he was stabbed while preaching. Others claim he was burned or executed by soldiers. History leaves many unanswered questions about his final moments. James the Less became an important leader in Jerusalem. According to tradition, religious authorities demanded he deny his faith publicly. Instead, he continued proclaiming Jesus before the crowd. Enraged leaders reportedly threw him from the temple. When the fall failed to kill him, he was beaten to death. Very little is known with certainty about Simon the Zealot. Even his missionary journeys remain mysterious. Some traditions claim he preached in Persia, others say Africa. Accounts of his death also differ. One of the most disturbing traditions claims he was executed by being sawed in half. Jude Thaddeus traveled preaching Christianity in dangerous territories. Ancient traditions claim he was eventually captured and beaten to death with clubs. Despite persecution, stories about Jude survived through centuries of Christian history. After Judas Iscariot's death, Matthias was chosen to replace him among the apostles. Though less is known about his life, traditions say he continued preaching despite rising persecution. Like many others, his ministry reportedly ended in execution. John's story stands apart from the others. While many apostles were executed, tradition claims John survived. Some accounts say Roman authorities attempted to kill him by boiling him in oil, yet he survived. Eventually, John was exiled to the island of Patmos. There he received the visions recorded in the book of Revelation. An old man isolated from the world, writing about beasts, judgment, and the end of days. According to tradition, John became the only apostle to die naturally. No apostle remains more controversial than Judas Iscariot, the disciple who betrayed Jesus Christ for 30 pieces of silver. But after the betrayal, guilt consumed him. The Bible presents differing accounts surrounding his death. One tradition says Judas hanged himself. Another describes a gruesome fall resulting in his body bursting open. Historians and theologians continue debating the details. Yet Judas became a symbol of betrayal, regret, and spiritual tragedy throughout history. Not every detail surrounding the apostles' deaths can be confirmed historically. Many accounts come from church traditions written decades or even centuries after the events themselves. In some cases, stories differ between sources. Historians continue debating what is legend, what is symbolic, and what may be historically accurate. Yet, regardless of uncertainty, one fact remains undeniable. Early Christianity spread across the ancient world despite enormous persecution. And the stories of the apostles became central to that movement. History may never reveal every detail of how the apostles died, but one mystery still remains. Why were these men willing to suffer such horrific deaths for something they claimed to have seen with their own eyes? Fear normally silences people. Torture breaks people. Death terrifies people. Yet these men continued preaching even when facing execution. Across centuries, empires collapsed, kingdoms vanished, but their story survived, and that question still echoes through history even today.